What's up, my fly hippies? Today on Portersville Fly, we're gonna tie up a cool little shrimp pattern. Imagine that. Something that's called stand-up shrimp. Looks a little like this. Cool little. It looks like that with this. When he's all straight. But anyways, we're gonna tie that bad boy up. I'm gonna show you how to do that. And as we're getting accustomed to here on this channel, I'm gonna let you know what the materials are as we're putting them on the hook. Okay, so we're gonna start off with a mustad size 4 O'Shaughnessy saltwater hook. Looks something like that. And we're gonna use a Danville Fly Master Plus thread in like a tan color on a shmeen bobbin. Now, isn't that shmeen? That is shmeen, I tell you. So let's get started. Let's load this hook shank up and see what we can do here. Alright. Good says that. Okay. Well, there isn't a ton of materials on this fly. There are a few. Wrap the thread back to right at the bend. And then bring it back to, I'd say, right in there, if you can see that, right in there. Alright, now we're going to start off with a set of dumbbell eyes here. And this is a small. I'm going to put those on. Go on back around, little fella, there you go. I'm gonna cross them on. I'm gonna lock them down. Alright, bring the thread just behind them. Alright, we're gonna make sure that that's sitting pretty level and parallel, and we're going to give it a little zap, a zappa gap. Put that on there. Come on out there. Just a little bit. You ain't got to get carried away with it. Man, that stuff smells mean. Alright, now, next material going on this fly is going to be estaz. This is an orange estaz. Estaz is just a type of chenille. We'll wrap it all the way back to where we stopped wrapping our thread, right, maybe a little bit further. Come down the bend just a touch, and then back on up. And you can go on and bring it in front of the eyes. Let's set that there. Let's see here. I'll throw whip finish on. Bring that up. Bring over our fancy bobbin holder. And I actually use the rotary function on the vise. Alright. I'm gonna wrap all the way up behind the eyes. Good wrap behind the eyes. Alright, I'm gonna drop the bobbin, swing the holder out of the way, wrap back up here, and capture that. Alright. I'll swing that up. Snap that out of the way. Okay. Alright. Simple enough, right? Okay, now the next must not have that rotary lined up, whatever. So don't go undone on me, don't fail me now. Okay, Next material is going to be a extra select craft fur in sand, good old hairline dubbing. And while we're at it, I'll show you a quick technique about how to get the most out of your craft fur. So if you take your scissors and you cut right, let's see, right here across at the base of the where the I don't know, whatever you call it, whatever the craft fur is attached to. If you cut right across here, you'll get the most out of your craft fur. You'll get a lot of guard hairs and everything, but you're going to pull those out. So you probably can't see me do this on the camera, but I'll fluff it a little bit, just fluff it up, and then start cutting across. Alright, now we get us a got a nice clump here, big old clump. Now we're going to take and get this straightened out here, get all these guard hairs, and there's a ton of them in this stuff. Get all of that pulled out, all that fluff. Would make one heck of a dubbing material if you were willing to save it. Get that out of the way. We're going to get any stragglers out of the way on this as we can, and then we're going to apply this, and we're going to apply this in what we call a post. So it's going to be aimed up a little bit. We're going to apply it right here, right behind those dumbbell eyes. There's a few wraps on this. Alright, we got that going on. Now we're going to post it. And posting is basically wrapping behind. And the whole idea with the post, we're going to get a few bad fibers that don't want to play right, is to make it your material stand up. So we got that going on. Crank that bad boy down. Now, okay, the fun part. All my flies I tie have a fun part, right? I'm going to try to get as much of this mess off of here as we possibly can. All this excess. Just spend just a minute clearing that out without cutting your thread or jacking up the front fibers. And what I'm trying to do here is keep my eye clean. I think that worked. Let me just straighten these on up. Wrap all that mess up. Alright, now basically what you've got here at this very moment is just a very simple bonefish fly. And that's basically what you got there. But we're going to jazz it up. We're like Zatarans. We're going to jazz it up with Zatarans, right? We're going to put a little Cajun spice on it. Let's see, we're going to throw a couple shrimp eyes on it. Now these shrimp eyes is just standard old UV shrimp eye. I'm going to put them in a post as well, and we're going to post them right just behind the bend of the hook. And these are a little tricky here. Where rotary vise is your friend. I got 2 true rotary vices. I got a Peak, and I got this Dyna-King. And they're awesome. I'll have a Peak, what is it? A Apex, a Wolf Apex, and it's not a true rotary. The difference is daylight and dark. It's a good travel vise though. Alright, so there's that. Let's cut these off. Get them out of the way. Go on and get us a few wraps on this to get this all knocked in. Now this is actually where something like a smaller tying thread, like a Flymaster, comes in handy. You know, instead of my typical 210 denier. I think it's like a 140 denier, something like that for Flymaster Plus. That is an absolute necessity. Okay, so we got that going on. Oh, you know what? We get a couple pieces of flash out of my little flash bag here. And I'm gonna go with, looks like some pink. I'll put that away later. What do we got here? We got too much. So I'm gonna go with, stay there, 3 strands, crystal flash, and we're just gonna load it to where it sits right on top. Of the craft fur. Alright, we can go on and cut this off too. Come here. We're going to cut off just right there, even with the end of the craft fur. Man, let's see. Alright, get to see more of my shiny face. Okay, there's that. Now we got 2 more things we're going to do to it. Let me find them. Where are you at? I should have had these things sitting out. I was not thinking. Okay, we're going to use some crusher legs from Hairline. I like these. I like these over, you know, you get a lot of Wapsi. The silly legs. I like these. I don't know why. I just like them. They're cool. Okay, we're gonna go with 2 of them. We're gonna tie them in on the side of the shank. Side of the shank, right on up to the dumbbell eyes. Don't pull too tight. You will rip them off. You'll cut them off. Alright. I just had the second one. There you go. Alright. Like I said, it's where rotary is money. You spin it and you do what you want to do with it. Now, I've got a viewer on my camera so I can watch, basically see the back side of these things while I'm tying them. But without the camera there, instead of a one of those doodads you always see everybody with, the little whatever you call it, I can't think of the name of it right now, but anyway, something to basically block out any excess noise from your background or whatever out of the way. Anyways, I got a mirror, and I use the mirror, that way I can see what's going on both sides of the fly at all times. So let's see, I'm taking cut these just above where the eye's at. Okay. Now, there's that. I'll give them a little down pull. Make them dangle a little bit. Okay, now we got some, get some of that light out. We got some Loon UV fluorescing finish. Okay, that's what we're gonna finish the head with. Oh, little fella. I obviously did not set my vise up. There we go. I just slapped a hook on there and went. Still ain't bad. Still ain't bad at all. Alright. So, hit it with a old UV light, because it was a UV epoxy. Alright, that should do it. Got a couple of those little stray fibers right off the tail. Ain't got my razor blade on me. A little straight razor works wonders on that. Alright, now, well, I lied. I said one more step. I'm gonna give you two more steps. Let's see, this one. And let's see. We're gonna give it a few striations on the bars, whatever you want to call them. Racing stripes. Put the racing stripes on the shrimp. How about that? Racing stripes. Yeah. It's a green chartreuse. This is some kind of really light tan color. The fish may or may not care. I have no idea. Alright. So. And I bombed. Lost him. If I can get him without getting on my toe here. Alright. So anyways. That was silly. Here. He's hard to hold on to. There's your fly right there. That's him. All of his glory. Now I can tell you this with this fly. When you're throwing it, you need to, oh my God. You need to check it for fouling around the hook. You know, every so many casts, you need to check it for fouling around the hook. And that is the Stand Up Shrimp for Portersville Fly Company. Peace out.